Nathan Lwin ist in Rakhine in Myanmar, dem ehemaligen Burma, geboren. Als Kind zog er mit den Eltern in die Hauptstadt Rangun um. Seitdem erlebte er Hass und Diskriminierung gegen die Rohingyas. Laut den Vereinten Nationen sind die Rohingyas die am meisten verfolgte ethnische Gruppe der Welt. Hunderttausende Rohingya sind in den letzten Jahrzehnten in das Nachbarland Bangladesch geflohen. Lwin verließ als Jugendlicher selbst sein Land und floh nach Saudi-Arabien. 2011 kam er letztendlich nach Deutschland. Lwin ist Aktivist, Blogger und sehr aktiv in der Menschenrechtsbewegung für die Rohingyas. Im Interview mit Our Voice erzählt er auf Englisch über seine Erlebnisse, vor allem über die brutale staatliche Verfolgung der Rohingyas in Myanmar. Recently you have visited Bangladesh and Rohingya camps there. Could you please describe what you have seen there?
Well, I have been working this for the people since past 16 years. So I know a lot of story beside these people who are living in the camps. So I think I should start from the beginning. The the Burma gained the independence from the British colonial in 1948. After 1948, this Rohingya ethnic group, they are officially recognized ethnic group, and we enjoy the full citizenship till mid 1970. At the time, we have the parliamentarian and also the minister, and we anyone can join the government job, and people can move freely. So we were like the other Burmese Buddhists. We have the equal right, but in early 1970, this the late dictator Lwin, he planned to wipe up this Rohingya population from the country, and they start accusing us that we are illegal immigrant from Bangladesh. So finally, in 1978, they launched the King Dragon operation. In this operation, about 270,000 people fled to Bangladesh, and they were repatriated in a few months as a Rohingya. Once they were expelled from the country, they were accused as illegal immigrant from Bangladesh, but they were repatriated as a Rohingya. I have a lot of documents. And again in 1991, the government launched another this ethnic cleansing operation, which called the Pitaya operation, and this about 250,000 fled to Bangladesh. Some of the people were repatriated, but some of the people still remain in the camps. You may know that this Kutupalang refugee camps and the Nayapara refugee camp, these are the official for about 33,000 people, 33,000 refugees are officially recognized there. And there are also unregistered and official refugee, about 300,000 are still in the country, in Bangladesh. So in 1992, the government imposed the severe restriction on the against this Rohingya population in northern Rakhine state, like the freedom of the marriage, freedom of the movement, and also the birth restriction, and the access to the education, access to the healthcare, and the business, everything. Like we our people are like living in the condition of open air prison. They can even move from one village to another. Even the village is just 5-minute walking distance from walking distance. They need the official permission from the village administration. This way they keep us inside open air prison. So like this persecution is increasing day by day. There is no any day since 1992, no any day without the extortion, without the sexual abuse, without the harassment, and the torture. So many things. That the people they can just move off from their home. Once they leave from home, they are extorted or abused. So many things are going on. Then we have been trying with the international community and the government, and also the United Nations to end this persecution, which we call the slow burning genocide. But the international, the community is saying, that the government are saying we are trying to solve, we are condemning all the violence against the people, and many things they are saying. But in 2012, the government launched the violence against the Rohingya people, which they call the communal violence. Actually, it is not communal violence. It was not communal violence. It was one-sided. Rohingya were killed. They were expelled from their pulled out from their houses, and they were driven out to the refugee camp. These people are still in the refugee camp for more than 5.5 years. And so since 2012, the persecution, they speed up the persecution against these people. In 2016, suddenly, this ASA, the insurgency group, Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army, they attacked the police outpost, and in this, the government launched also the clearance operation. In this operation, they have driven out about 90,000 to Bangladesh. They have burned down, the many village, and also 100 of women and the girls were gang raped and raped, and about 1,200 people were killed. Again in 2017, this August 25, this ASA launched another attack to the 30 police outposts. Uh, in response of this attack, the government, the military launched another clearance operation, and they have burned down about 350 villages, and also they have killed more than 10,000 people, and many hundred women and the girl were raped. So in this operation, more than 650,000 they have driven out to Bangladesh. Those people are in the camps now. I met a lot of survivor, the rape survivor, and even the small children, like 2 years old. She was shot with the rocket launcher. She had to cut her leg, and also many children, the underage children, they were shot with the guns. Some people who were tortured, and some women, after this military rape, and that they burn them, like the half of the body is with the burn wounds. So many I met there. So these are like, the world is saying, and including the United Nations, they are there. This is the ethnic cleansing. Actually, this is the not the ethnic cleansing. This is the completely genocide. We are in final stage now, according to the definition of the genocide. And if I say about the camps condition are, the very dire situation. Now the situation is little bit okay. In the beginning, it was the monsoon season, and the people were walking on the muddy, and it was very bad. Now little bit improved, but still, now the cold season, the people are sleeping on the ground. They don't have anything. They don't have the mattress like us. they don't have the they don't have anything like us. They just depending on the food ration from the world food program, which also, like they were promised they will get twice a month. Mostly they get once a month only, and also they get the rice and the oil, and some bean, but they don't have anything to eat, like fish or the beef. They cannot eat. They don't have any curry. They just eating rice. This is, you are also from Bangladesh. When we eat, we need some curry to eat. They don't have anything. So they are like, their situation is incomparable with any other refugee in the world. But and like, the Germany or And like in Turkey, that in Turkey also there are a lot of refugees are living in Jordan as well. But at least they have the proper food, and they can eat well. But these people, they don't have the money, they don't have enough clothes to wear, they don't have the the jacket or anything. So the situation is completely different to any other refugee in the world. They are the most persecuted and people in the world, and also the most poorest refugee, according to their situation there.
Wir befinden uns in der letzten Phase der ethnischen Säuberung der Regierung von Myanmar. Es war sehr traurig und herzzerreißend, was ich dort im Flüchtlingskampf erlebte. Die Flüchtlinge bekommen nur einmal im Monat vom Welternährungsprogramm der Vereinten Nationen Lebensmittel. Die Situation im Camp ist nicht zu vergleichen mit anderen Flüchtlingscamps. Es gibt Flüchtlinge in Deutschland, der Türkei oder Jordanien. Sie haben zumindest Essen, Trinkwasser und Kleidung, aber die Rohingyas haben weder Nahrung noch Kleidung. Sie sind die ärmsten Flüchtlinge auf der ganzen Welt. Das sind unmenschliche Zustände, die dort herrschen. Is there any organized platform of expatriate Rohingyas in Germany? If there is, what are they doing for the Rohingyas?
We are here about 10 Rohingya family in Germany, and also there are some so-called Rohingya, I have to say. They are not Rohingya, they claim themselves Rohingya, and they have got the refugee status here. But I don't want to criticize them, because they have their reason to claim themselves as a Rohingya. So I'm not opposing anyone, but we are here about 10 authentic Rohingya family, and since we are living in the different town and the city, we can do anything as an organization. But like one person has a organization here as an NGO. He is doing some humanitarian work sometime, and I myself, I have in touch with the foreign ministry here. And also on 25, yes, on Thursday, I will go to Berlin and I will meet with the foreign ministry official. Last time I met with the federal human rights commissioner, and this time this federal human rights commissioner is busy, so I will meet with his her assistant, and also the person who is responsible for Myanmar. I will meet with him on coming Thursday, and also we will have another one conference in Berlin on February next month 26. That is mostly all the academics will join. And here like since we are mainly targeting the European Union and the European Commission, we don't do much with the the particular country like Germany or the Sweden or the Norway, because they have the main one is the European Commission. But now we will also push this Germany much than before, because this Germany will be the most powerful country since UK is leaving from the EU. So we are targeting the German government, and also especially for this repatriation, because the situation is still and stable, and also these people who are in the camps, for them the Bangladesh government has signed the bilateral repatriation agreement, which is really not helpful for the Rohingya, because there is no any guarantee for these people's citizenship, and also there is no guarantee that they will not be persecuted again. So this is the way we really we don't really appreciate this repatriation, because we want to stop it. And on Thursday, when I go to the foreign ministry, I will ask them to write a letter to the Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, to stop this repatriation, because in the beginning she was asking the 5 point proposal for these people. Even at the United Nations General Assembly, she mentioned about us. It was really we could not even control our tears once she gave her speech there. She was very supportive to the Rohingya cause, and she was asking the safe zone for the Rohingya, and everything is perfect. But since after the Chinese foreign minister visited to Bangladesh, and she changed her mind, suddenly she sent the delegation to Nepido and agreed to sign the repatriation agreement. So in this agreement, yes, the word voluntary is mentioned. That is why they cannot force the people to go back. But in 1991, there are a lot of experience from the 1991 this repatriation. The Bangladesh government forced many people to go back. So now we have to start the campaign not to force the people to go back, because these people, once they touch the Burmese land, they have to accept the national verification card, which is designed for the foreigner. We are not foreigner. So since we are the indigenous and the official, as indigenous, we were officially recognized. We have to get back our right. And also these people, they will be they call it the temporary camps, but this will be the concentration camp for the Rohingya returnee. So these people, they should not go and stay there in the concentration camp, because in Sitwe, since 2012, more than 5.5 years now, the people are living in the camps. This camp is also concentration camp. They cannot move around, and they are just depending the ration from the the now WFE is not allowed to give them the ration, so ICRC is giving them the ration. So this should not happen again to these people. So this is the main 2 point. And also again, there is no guarantee for their citizenship and the persecutions. So these people should not go back. This is, I don't agree at all. And also the majority of the Rohingya, the people in the camp also, they don't agree with this repatriation. So they should not go back.
Nach meiner Kenntnis leben ungefähr 10 Rohingya-Familien in Deutschland. Außerdem gibt es viele, die sich als Rohingya ausgeben und dadurch politisches Asyl in Deutschland beantragt haben. Ich möchte nichts dagegen sagen, weil ich glaube, dass diese Menschen eigene Gründe dafür haben. Aber diese rund 10 Rohingya-Familien leben in unterschiedlichen Städten und deshalb können wir zusammen keine Initiative gründen. Aber ich kenne jemanden, der eine NGO gegründet hat und er engagiert sich in der Menschenrechtsbewegung. Ich versuche meinerseits in regelmäßigen Kontakt mit dem deutschen Auswärtigen Amt und dem Institut für Menschenrechte zu bleiben. Wir wollten zunächst die Europäische Union und die Europäische Kommission kontaktieren und sie über die ethnischen Säuberungen in Myanmar informieren. Wir versuchen jetzt mit jedem Mitgliedstaat der Europäischen Union individuell Kontakt aufzunehmen und damit unsere Kampagne zu verbreiten. Deutschland ist das wichtigste Land in der EU, deshalb möchten wir mit Deutschland eine enge Beziehung eingehen. Wir möchten die Rückführung der Rohingyas von Bangladesch nach Myanmar verhindern. Wir hoffen, dass die deutsche Regierung Einspruch gegen eine solche Maßnahme erhebt und dies der bangladeschischen Regierung mitteilt. Die Regierungen von Bangladesch und Myanmar haben bereits eine Rückführungsvereinbarung für die Rohingyas getroffen, aber ihre Sicherheit und dass die Rohingyas die myanmarische Staatsbürgerschaft erhalten, all das wurde in dieser Vereinbarung nicht garantiert.
Do you think that do you want to go back to your country?
Of course, but not to Rangoon. Since I was 6 years old, I was raised in Rangoon. I really love Rangoon, because I have a lot of childhood friends there. But now mostly they are not dealing with me except the Muslim friend, the Buddhist friend, and not talking with me anymore because I am campaigning for the Rohingya. They really hate us. So, but I don't want to go back to Rangoon, but I want to go back to my native Arakan, to the Rakhine state, because their condition, their situation is really incomparable with any community in the world. They have been isolated. That they have been in the apartheid condition for almost 3 decades now. Mostly the people, since they don't have the access to the education, they mostly are uneducated, and so many things I want to develop, and I want to go stay there and develop this community. We are now, I am in Germany. Our transportation, living standard, everything is completely the incomparable to their condition. They don't even have one bus we had here. So many things we need to change, but this only depend on the Burmese government. Once they give the full citizenship to the Rohingya, and once the expatriate are allowed to go back, then I can go back, and then I can try what I have been dreaming for my own people. Not only my people, the Rakhine Buddhists, they are now like a Nazi, like a Nazi now, because the situation there, and this Nazi time is, we can compare, because if any Rakhine Buddhist, who is willing to have the Rohingya, he or she is punished by the Rakhine Buddhist community. It was happened, during the Nazi time, So I really want, the peaceful situation between the Rakhine Buddhists and the Rohingya Muslim as well, and also the situation of the state. The state is, the second poorest state in the country. But although in Rakhine State there are a lot of natural resources, which they are selling to China, and also the India is doing the seaport business there. So many things we can develop. I really want to go back.
Sicherlich, aber nicht nach Rangoon. Ich bin dort 6 Jahre aufgewachsen und ich habe viele Freunde aus meiner Jugend dort. Aber ich habe nur Kontakt zu meinen muslimischen Freunden. Meine restlichen buddhistischen Freunde hassen mich wegen meiner Aktionen vor die Rohingya. Wenn es möglich wäre, würde ich gerne in meine Heimat Arakan oder Rakhine zurückkehren. Aber die Lage in Arakan ist vergleichbar mit der ehemaligen NS-Zeit in Deutschland. Niemand darf sich vor die Rohingyas aussprechen oder etwas für sie tun, sonst wird er Opfer von Hass und staatlicher Verfolgung.